Well, hello there, you beautiful human. How are you? Where have you been? You call yourself Delilah Talk, but have you been talking? Have you? You have not, young lady. The audacity of you. Okay, okay. How are you? How have you been? How's life? Have you been drinking water? Did you eat your veggies and your fruits? Try to eat your veggies raw. I like my veggies in the oven with a lot of cheese, but apparently that's not the best thing to do. So let's try to eat veggies raw because that's good for us. And drinking water is really good for us as well. So make sure to get on that, okay? Welcome back to our channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for existing and thank you for being you because you are amazing. All right? All right. I've noticed that a lot of these videos you've been posting, Delilah, is just stuff going on and you not talking. What's up with that? Well, I'll tell you what's up with that. I've been carried away with my life. Like, y'all, I'm living the dream. I am living my dream. What I have always wanted in my life, which was to be able to have a little piece like this of land where I can put animals in it. Simple woman. Simple. I remember back in high school doing like our senior year, everybody's so what you're gonna do after everything. What's the goal? What do you want? And mine was always I want to have a little piece of land. And everybody would be like, yeah, of course, no, yeah, I want my own house too. No, 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 no. Here's the thing: the house, not really worried about that part. Put a little cubicle there where I can cook during the winter, where I can sleep comfortably. Other than that, I quite enjoy the outdoors loaded with animals. Like, I want a lot of them. They made me very happy. So that's what I've been doing with life. I've been being very carried away with my animals. Between uh, a lot been going on. I've had a goose stolen from me. I've had owls come into the yard and harvest my ducks for themselves rather than, allowing me to enjoy my animals. The owl thought that the ducks belonged to her, so she took my ducks. It was not a pleasant thing to wake up to and realize that my ducks were gone. I I went from 5 ducks to two. Two. No, three. So how many did I have? Yeah, I went from five to three. Does it make me happy? Não pode. Look at. Okay. I had 8 geese. And when I say I, it's because I'm very self-centered. My family and I, okay? But because I live in a little Delilah world within my own bubble, love my family very much. But this is about my dream. And my dream was to have animals. Therefore, mine. It's okay. It's okay that I share with them and it's ours. In my Delilah world, mine. Okay? Vem cá, mãe, vem. So, yeah, had 8 geese. Now there's only three, but we're babies. So that's awesome. And I love that the most. Um, we had a few chickens taken by the hawks as well. I mean, there's a video that, you guys saw one situation, but then there was other situations where they took my birdies right out of the yard. I love. Yeah, thank you. Okay, come on. I do have a favorite. I do have a favorite breed of chicken, and that is a Turken. So because I have a rooster who is a I believe he's completely full blood Turken, full breed of Turken. And no, a Turken is not a mixture of a turkey and a chicken. It kind of looks like a turkey, but the Turkens are not mixed with Turkens are not mixed with turkey. So because I have this awesome rooster, I thought, it would be a great idea to incubate eggs. So I have done that twice already. I have incubated 14 eggs. Well, more than 14, but 14 came out successfully. And now I have what my mister likes to call hand babies, which I do because, as you can see, loves to cuddle. This is her happy place, doing this. I don't do it. All I did was hatch it and tell her I love her every day. I pick her up like this and I go, "Mwah, mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you so much." Okay? I know you. You and that little those dirty thoughts. Don't be doing that. That's what's been going on, between having animals taken away or a situation happen where I've lost them. So much goes into having these animals, but it's something that I've always wanted. Like being absolutely responsible, 100% in charge of taking care of these little things makes me very happy. So I get very carried away living my day to day because I wake up taking care of them. Before I go to bed, like as the sun goes down, I'm catering to them again. And throughout the day, I'm catering to them, changing water, feeding, taking care of one if it gets hurt. Because we live in a yard full of glass, and the more it rains, no matter how much glass I pick up, no matter how much trash I try to get off the grounds, every time it rains, it just magically appears everywhere. So sometimes a birdie will pop up with a little hurt foot, or between fighting against each other. Like my roosters got into a fight really bad the other day, and that caused one of them to be bleeding on the comb. So mama bear over here gotta take care, gotta wipe down, gotta clean, put the medicine, and I love every bit of it. Like most of my time I want it dedicated to my animals because it really makes me happy. So I get very caught up on just those regular daily day things that I have to do, taking care of the coop, cleaning this, taking care of that, cleaning the house, wiping the floor, especially because as you can see, I have birds in my kitchen. Yeah, I could have them in a kennel, I could have them in a box, but I quite enjoy when they're walking around my kitchen. So I got to clean up after them. I got to make sure everything is okay, everything is safe for them, and the kitchen is clean. And they have a floor that they could walk on without having to worry about picking up things from the floor that doesn't belong in their mouth because they're like little babies. I, for example, right? My cat decides that to climb my cat decides that to climb my counter is one of the best things in the world that he could do. And when he does this, going on my counters, he drops stuff. He has broken a beautiful bowl that I received as a gift, and now it is shattered. So I had to use it as a planter because there was just no fixing my bowl. And then he got on my counter once more, and I had a cute little toothpick keeper thing, which was glass, and he pushed that to the ground and broke that because he's a lovely cat. So that's the kind of stuff that I get very worried. My little chickens over here will see on the floor and think that it's so cool and try to swallow it. You know, having animals, you never know what to expect and what might happen. And I just don't want to lose any of my babies. I'm very obsessed with them, especially the ones that I hatched myself, and I'm watching them go from an egg to a little wet little bird that came out of an egg to these little things that are walking around now and climbed up my leg the way you saw happen. It hits a spot right in the soft area, where I could be very careless about things and people sometimes, which is not, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying that's how sometimes I am. I could be very detached from people, like really easily. I don't know if that has to do with mommy and daddy issues because apparently everybody got them. I don't care who you are, you have mommy and daddy issues, okay? We'll talk about it another time. But I'm very obsessed with my birds. I love them very much, and I enjoy them being healthy and strong. So I cannot afford to leave anything on my floor, and my little obsessions over here get hurt because things happen, and I cannot control all of them. So I get very caught up on my day to day. Like I am super carried away with all of this because it all started with 8 free geese from Craigslist. That started an effect. And I can't stop because I'm so in love. Like the goat Violeta, she's pregnant. What? When I brought her boyfriend home, Zebrito, he was a baby. I picked him up like this. Oh my goodness, he was so little. And now I cannot pick him up and I could go behind him like this. Jingle your bells, jingle your. And I jingle his bells because he got big old nuts. And it's beautiful to me because he got my girl pregnant. So with a pregnant goat, guess what I'll do? I'll have milk. Let's say that one more time because I don't think y'all heard me properly. I will have milk. I don't mean the watered down chalk water that we buy from grocery stores. I mean milk. Oh, but the milk is not for you. The lion is for. Guess what? She had two nipples. So one for the baby, one for the Lila. Simple. Okay? Okay. Yes, my son. What's up? Think I'm on my. And the thing is, I'm not even done with the animals. This is not even all of them. I want more. I haven't reached, like, I haven't itched the scratch. I haven't scratched the itch, and I don't think I ever will because I love them so much. I've always known that nature definitely hits the spot with me the most because being from where I am in Brazil, being a country girl, I've always known that nature makes me the happiest. Where one of my happiest place in the world is where the mister and I got married. We got married in a river, and this little edge of the river where we used to hang out and we had a lot of camping nights there. I could spend all of my time there. I remember sometimes he would take Lucas and I to go camping and sleep over by the edge of the river, and we would go on a Friday. We would sleep there till Saturday or whatever days it was that we decided to go. By the time it was time to leave, Lucas and I were almost throwing a tantrum like little kids because we didn't want to leave. Up until the last minute that we left, that we got into a truck to drive away from that river, Lucas was in the water, I was fishing, something, or I was walking around looking. It was never a time where I wanted to leave the edge of that river because nature is where I'm happy. Nature is where I belong. So to be surrounded by animals and trees every day is absolutely my happiness. And I don't think it's something that I will ever get over, something that I'll ever just scratch that itch. I had some animals and now I'm over it. No, I don't think that will ever happen. I think as I go, the more I will want to be surrounded by animals and as far from society as I could possibly be. Like this right here is enough socializing society for me. I don't care very much for the city life, for the outside world. I have found my happiness. I have absolutely found my true level of happiness. Come on, sweet baby. And this is why when I'm gone for days and weeks, a month, it's because every little bit of this that I do, I'm completely carried away by it. It consumes me. It consumes my whole day. We're about to go into a whole year into this house this summer, right? And there's so much to do. There's no reason why I should have ever gathered these animals when there's so much to do. But here's the thing, taking care of this amount of stuff is stressful. This relaxation mode with all the stress, because I liked working. I love working. I love being a stay at home mom more. I love being a stay at home wife more. I love being a homemaker, whatever the hell you want to call me. Call me lazy if you care to as well. I don't care. I loved working. I love making my money, but I love this more. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that the transition from working to completely not working was easy, because it was not. I went from my husband and I full time working 50, 60 hours a week I've done before, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. So when I stopped making money, it was stressful because I had money constantly. But thank you. Just leave it right there on the door. Thank you, darling. As stressful as it was to stop making my own money and be completely dependent on my husband, because he needs to go, and you got love babies. Come on, go. Oh yeah, love. Come on. Come on. Mommy gotta go clean up. You got pooter on me. Thank you. Little ma'am. Ay, yeah, yeah, yeah. You got poo poo on me. This is what happens when you are unbothered and unfazed by animals. Most of my days, if I'm taking care of the babies, I got stuff to do with them. I get poo, chicken poo on my leg one way or another. When I'm cleaning the coop, when I'm taking care of the babies, when I'm picking them up at night, whatever it is, at one point throughout my day, there is chicken poo on my clothes. Little rag, little bleach, little fabulosum, little clean clean. Move on with your day until it's shower time. Because if I take a shower right now because there's a little pooter on me, it's gonna happen again. And then there goes all my clothes, there goes everything. I'll spend the whole day taking a shower because at one point or another, doing something with the animals, pooter goes on me. But that's the thing about me with my animals. As a human, sometimes we can't help but get carried away with, the little stresses of life here and there. And we live in our own world. Whether we like to believe it, like, yes, we are aware of the news and how bad things are out there. But how do we live our lives? Still going day to day, even knowing that there's stuff going on around the world. So, because of my overthinking mind, and sometimes I tend to stress over things that I shouldn't, or maybe I should stress it, but I don't. Since I got these amazing little creatures, stress flies flies away, goes bye bye. It's almost non existent. I'm not saying that I don't get stressed out. I do. I get worried. Just the other day, I was crying because a bunch of stuff that's going on that I gotta get through. But guess what? After I'm done crying, I look around. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm so in love. I am so in love with them. I am so in love with these animals. Just watching their personality and how different they are from each other, from how a goose acts to how a turkey acts to how a chicken acts to how the hen teaches her young to do stuff to the way the mama goose teaches her goosely. I like it. And that's just how I've been so carried away with everything that's going on. Like, yeah, there's a lot to do in this house, and I enjoy every bit of it because it's awesome to live in such an old house and be able to, repair it and put it back together from what the mess that it was to what it's slowly becoming. I love it. I love the process of it all, but not as much as my babies. That's what I've been so carried away with. Ok. Mua! Beijo no coração e um tapa na bunda, hein? I'll see you next time.